I've got John Campbell, independent candidate here in the Donegal area. John, many congratulations. You're more or less past the post and heading to Lifford. You must be delighted.
I am, Charlie. Thanks very much. It's been a long 10 weeks. We've been out on the road morning, noon and night. Great team behind me. We've enjoyed it.
Up to a point.
Up to a point. Today, I suppose from the tallies, we were very confident from early on. The huge transfer to Barry O'Neill from John Boyle threw us a little bit, but it wasn't threatening me, and it just changed the shape of the last candidate to be elected. I think we've seen a sea change across the county. I haven't got all the results from across the county, but we're seeing independents topping the polls, cleaning out the seats. We now have 3 in the Donegal electoral area, where just over 15 years ago there was no independent candidates, let alone independents elected.
John, you're absolutely right, and it says a lot about this area and what people in this area think about the parties, for want of a better description. 3 of you as independents are going to Lifford to represent this. I mean, that's a fantastic achievement. 3 out of 6.
It is, and when you look at it, the party vote collapsed. Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael's vote collapsed. And it's a reflection, I think, of the mood of the people. It's a reflection of the work that the likes of Thomas Pringle has been doing for the last 15 years that proves that independent politics is a more representative and a better representative type of politics. It's closer to the people, closer to what they want. I see the 3 independents that are elected now have very divergent and different views on things, but it doesn't stop us working honestly for people, and it doesn't stop us putting our whole heart into it. You don't need a party behind you to make an effective difference, and I think we've seen that today, and you'll see it in the new Lifford, you see it in the new Donegal electoral area in the upcoming years.
It's going to be a different Lifford now, of course. The town councils are gone, and I suppose people who lived in towns are going to be worried about that, John, so there's going to be an extra responsibility on the county councillors now.
There is, I suppose, with a certain disappointment to see the town councils abolished. I would like to see more local democracy, but proper local democracy. What they've done is not that. It leaves a lot more responsibility to us. But I think with independent politicians, you'll get that level of service, you'll get that level of commitment, and you'll get people who are going to tell you exactly what is going to happen and how it's going to happen.
Yeah. Without the restraints of the party whip or whatever, John, and that's going to be important, because it looks as if Sinn Féin and the independents are going to have a very, very strong voice in this new council setup.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting over the next 4 or 5 days. We've 37 councillors elected to Donegal County Council. The makeup of committees, the seating arrangements even, are going to be, and I've heard there's often quite a large struggle about seating.
Well, there's not enough seats for a start, I think.
Well, there's not enough seats for the start, yeah, that's true. But no, it's going to be a very different council, an extremely different council this time. And I think that with the number of independents and Sinn Féin, the left wing, I think are going to have a far greater influence on Donegal County Council, on their policies and the direction of that council.
And I suppose what the people will want and hope for, John, is that council will work for them. And I mean, the last council was accused, quite rightly, of really working for themselves and not working for the people. So there will be a huge responsibility on people like yourself to make sure that isn't repeated again.
Yeah, well, it would be one of the major things on my agenda, from how the council itself operates and our business in the chamber, and that I would like to see the majority of the meetings moved outside of working time into the evenings to facilitate, as I said, people who are working, women maybe with children, that they can accommodate and work to get to meetings. I know myself, I've struggled when I was working full time to get to meetings because of the constant basis they come on. But also, we need to change the way, and I think you will see a change in the way Lifford has worked, because so much of the division was driven by party politics and party animosity, and you're not going to see that. You're going to see independents who have very different ideas on things, but in the main, I think we'll act far more respectfully to each other than we've often seen admired by the parties.
We wish you well, John. Many congratulations on your election.